looking at the largesse, as it were, of the Lahore Darbar of Maharaja Ranjit Singh, in a way, handing over the northwest frontier, Kashmir, Baltistan, Ladakh, to India. Of course, it came through in a circuitous manner, because Kashmir was bought by Maharaja Gulab Singh, and thereafter, after independence, the whole of Kashmir came to us. There's perhaps a misunderstanding. It is felt that it is the Dogra rule that got you Ladakh. That is incorrect. Because the Sikh Empire took Kashmir in 1819. And thereafter, there were about 12 governors who were there. The Dogra general, Zorawar Singh, was a general of the Sikh Empire. And his activities in Baltistan and towards Tibet were part of the strategy of the Sikh Empire. And as you well know, in 1843, he lost his life against the Tibetans. But the Lahore Darbar forces reinforced the area, and with a different general, defeated the Tibetans in 1844, and that is how he got Ladakh and Aksai Chin. Unfortunately, Aksai Chin is still in possession of China. I have actually a point against modern historians. They always refer to that area as China. They never refer to that area as Tibet, and they've stopped referring to Aksai Chin as being part of India. We are quibbling about small little changes that have taken place in the line of actual control between fingers, whereas extensive area of our own, of Ladakh, is still with China. Finally, this is also the 75th year of the first operations that were conducted by the Indian Army in 47-48 in Jammu and Kashmir. These operations, as you know, were in two different areas. It was the Jammu sector, where you had the capture of Mundiala Ridge and going on with the Cheetah Force beyond that, up to the line of control, up to the ceasefire line, which was ceasefire line, but they had gone right up to the border between Jammu and Kashmir and Pakistan. And then you had Naushera, you had Jangad, you had Rajouri, and the famous and rather strong defense of Poonch against a siege. In the northern areas in Kashmir, you had the fly-in of our troops, the great fight that was given by first Sikh in the beginning, the Battle of Shalatang, and subsequently across the pass into Tithwal, and then the operations that were towards Zojila, and before that, the movement towards Odi Chakoti. And at Zojila, it was not a simple matter, because it took a number of actions before the tanks that were introduced had got across and got into Gumri Basin, and thus the gateway to Ladakh was opened. 8 Gurkhas had 1 battalion that was moving along what is now a scenic and tourist route, past Rohtang and going on to Leh. And they also arrived there, but not before the troops through Zojila had got to Leh. So that is what we are showing you, giving to you in the panels. We have a distinguished lot of people who are well versed in the matters that we are going to discuss. And apart from this, there are 2 very important things that we do. One is the Samvad, where about 600 children every day will actually interact with our Gallantry Award winners, so that the Gallantry Award winners can tell them their experiences of battle. And we have a clarion theatre And in the theatre, there are films, some of which we have made, and others that we have curated from different battalions, from different regiments, from the Army, Navy, and Air Force, and which is actually a great haunt for the children. And they get into the theatre and don't want to come out. But I'm happy that we have organized that. And then, of course, there's the usual food stalls, a bit of a book fair, and some martial dances, etc. I'm so glad to have you here. And more than that, a great contributor to this festival, Headquarters Western Command, represented by the Army Commander, Gen Shergill, who's an Ati Vishesh Seva Medal, and who has great experience in the Northeast, as well as in Jammu and Kashmir. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy the festival.
Thank you, Chairman. Before we move ahead, ladies and gentlemen, we have some things to do. We have 3 things on our agenda. The first one is the release of the first day cover of the MLF, for which I request Colonel Akhil Kumar to kindly come up for the honors to be done by the Army Commander. May I request General Malik also to kindly come up on the stage for the release of the first day cover, sir. The MG sitting here also requested to come up, please. General KJ, sir. Come.
Please.
Release of the first day cover of the Military Literature Festival. Thank you, sir. Next on the agenda is the release of the e-magazine of the